last week at the Brickyard, we had to make up for the big just turd bowl that we left at Richmond early at the Brickyard. We followed Prince early. His car was on rails, seemed like the car to beat. After pit stops, Prince still stayed up front with us. He eventually dropped back. We followed Lily for a bunch of that second run. Pit stops came around again, and we still stayed in the top 5. Lily dropped a little bit, but then it was Mona Lisa Vito, Mick Dundee, and Gus Spring up there with us. And I kind of rope-a-doped him at the end, saved our tires, let him drag us around the track, and then I waited to strike like a cobra at the end, but we waited like a pube hair too long, or just, you know, a lap too, like one more lap earlier, we would have been able to make a pass, but we made some passes, but Mona Lisa Vito beat us to the bricks, and she won. Speaking of Mona Lisa Vito, she now has 2 wins in the last 3 races. I was like, whoa, man, like the first 15 races, 15 different winners. Now we have the same driver winning twice in 3 races. Pretty crazy, but she's still only second in the points because DB Cooper has 5 straight top 10s. We have 3 top 10s in the last 5 races. Let's not poo-poo that. Gus Spring is in the top 10. We're going to keep an eye on Michael Jackson this race. How about Steve Jobs, too? 4th. But Michael Jackson, he's on the pole this race. He finished dead last at the Brickyard. He's on the pole here. And he can make some moves. DB Cooper, a lot of us are at the back of the pack. So let's keep an eye on Michael Jackson this race. Andy Van Slyke was P12 in the standings. Now he's in 15th. We'll keep an eye on that. Happy Gilmore's dropped to 16th. And that's pretty much everything. Nothing else is really sticking out. We finished this race coming up, and there's only 10 races left. This is the 2/3 pole of the season. All right, here we are at Riverside, the second and final road course of our season. We have damage is off and yellow flags are off, so we got to stay on the track. We'll talk about why that's the case, but we got to survive the first couple laps. Just the AI does not handle Riverside too well, and this was one of the crown jewels of my season, and I really wanted to do it, and the only way we can do it is kind of do a wrestling pay-per-view version of it. But we'll be fine. Let's just survive these first few laps. Do not, under any circumstances, wreck or leave the track, because it will just be bad. Damage is off though, so I mean we can wreck, just we have no way of catching up to the field.
Car left. Clear on the left. Car left.
It's slow going early. And AI is just trying to figure out what exactly is going on.
Keep to the right. Clear.
But they behave for the most part, but when they don't, it unravels in hilarious fashion. And the Heinz Packet Championship is just too important to let a... here's the Hallie Jackson bridge that I put into the game. She's a correspondent for NBC. Okay. This turn blows, man. I hate this turn so much. It's fine now, but wait until the end of the run, which is 14, 15 laps. The tires really bark at us through that turn, and we got to take it a lot slower. We're all right. Like I said, this is WrestleMania. Just survive. Do not get knocked off the track. Do not wreck. Sorry, Mick Dundee.
Stay on the left. Keep to the left.
trying to behave with you guys, man. Sometimes it just won't work. I mean, he's the first casualty. That would probably warrant a restart if that was someone battling for the points. But it's actually not that bad. We can forget it even. Wow, see this turn? Man. But we can forget that it even happened because he's already on our balls again. Just because the field's so scrunched up. Can't really make any moves, and a car that doesn't have any scrunch upness to deal with can just catch right back up to the field. But we'll be okay. I do have some, I think traction and stability are on like assists, and steering assist is on too, because what am I going to do? Just keep on spinning off the track and beat it in the corner and cry for an hour? No, let's just have some fun. Man, can reach 190 miles an hour at the end of that stretch.
All right.
Well, all right.
Stay on the left.
Maybe that's what I gotta do. Maybe that's what I gotta do. Maybe I just got a wall ride there.
Clear.
Into the brakes, nice and easy, and you can see we're just right back to the group. Ran a 119.4 somewhere. That's that actually wasn't too bad whenever we did that.
Clear on the right.
Oh, the last lap when I did the wall ride, kind of. All right, here's DB Cooper, the current points leader. Back here with Mona Lisa Vito. Are we pushing this 3 wide? No, because we're not stupid.
Left side. Still there. Stay on the right.
Let's give him room up there, because, yeah, we cannot hold that turn like they do. But the good news is, the rest of the circuit, we kind of make up for that. The speed we lose there.
Keep to the left. Clear on the right.
You're welcome, DB. I was slamming my brake pedal down there. This turn sucks too, because you can't even see it.
Left side. Still there. Clear.
And we're off.
Left side.
Yeah, after this we have
Still there.
Darlington, Nashville, Bristol, Martinsville. We got some big races coming up.
Clear on the left.
I need to figure out this turn. But no matter what I do, I can't speed up too early because we hit this wall. And I guess I have to pinch them there to run that preferred line. It's a work in progress here. Just trying to have some fun, man. Annalisa Vito. We've gained some spots with her here early. I mean, we're right with her in the points. It'd be nice to stay with her. But I mean, we're not going to change the world this race. Like, unless there's some kind of weird pitting issue or just some massive wreck somewhere that we can benefit from and, you know, get through. Again, there's no damage on, but a big wreck somewhere could really help us out. I'm going as fast as I can here, Mick Dundee. You got to give me a break.
All right. Still there. Keep to the left. Clear. Car right.
Don't hit me off the track there, buddy. I'm guessing the setup just isn't right. I'm not very good. Something about that big sweeping turn just isn't fun. Maybe we'll figure it out by the end of the race what's going on. Maybe I'm taking it. I don't know. I've done enough practice laps here to know that we're just not good enough in that turn. Okay. Got a better idea there. Obviously, we had a better turn that time because we weren't playing defense going past pit road like we have been.
Car right.
Just try not to take anyone out either. I mean, Mick Dundee, we almost took out earlier, but he was able to recover. But
Stay on the right.
there's like a drastic, you know, punting somebody off into the dirt, and it takes them 30 seconds to come back onto the track. Their race is over. I don't want to be responsible for that. Let's see if we learned anything last time through here. Brakes. Throttle at the cone. Brakes. Back into the throttle. Okay. I mean, it's doable. And then kind of stop in front of them on that pit road stretch. Front straight, I guess. I'm trying to drive like we have damage on, you know? I don't want to just abuse that. Oh, we got a car off into the dirt, kicking up a lot of crap. Let's be careful. It's old Steve Jobs. Oh man, this was supposed to be his race. Started. I think there was another car. I don't know. He started higher in the field, and he was what, P3 or something. Yeah, third or fourth in the points, I think. Coming into this, he knew he could have gotten back in really good shape. Gained 30 points on DB Cooper or something. I mean, this race definitely can see the points start to right themselves a little bit, because DB Cooper just can't get a top 10. He's been dominating with top 10s, and no one else can compete. This is finally a chance. Like I said, Michael Jackson, chance for him to gain a ton of points. which is why the point system and grid flips are set up the way they are. Yeah, that was only Steve Jobs we lost. Which again, we didn't lose him. Was he kicking up grass the whole way up through here? Look at all this dirt billowing. It shouldn't still be billowing, which means there might be another car off the track somewhere. Maybe not. Get into the gas in that cone, get back on the brake, take her easy, and take off. Alright, we can afford to hit that wall, because we don't have damage, but I'm trying not to use that as a crutch. Alright, we're at the end of this tire run here. Lap 15 is the fuel stop, and we're only on ×1 wear, but our tires are different than they were. So I think Steve Jobs is slowing up this group. We can gain some spots here.
Keep to the right. Stay on the right.
I haven't done too much extensive testing on what
Clear.
no damage actually means.
Left side.
I mean, you can see Forrest Gump. Like, Steve Jobs is just slow this race. I don't know what's going on. He was in the grass earlier. But what kind of damage did he take on that makes him slow?
Clear on the left.
Does the AI still get flat tires? I don't really know.
Car left. Keep to the right.
You know what would be nice? You know what would be really nice?
Stay on the right.
Beating Steve Jobs right here.
That car's a lap down.
Eventually, and using him as a pick, and just having no one breathing on us for a while. Yeah, you can see he really slowed up this group. Big gap to the next group now. So the Steve Jobs incident might... No, see, I mean, but we're cruising USA right now. We don't have any cars in front of us, so eventually we're going to catch back up with the pack that's accordioning through a bunch of the turns. So we should be fine. Michael Jackson's still in the lead with Hannibal Lecter out there. And Wayne Campbell is hanging out with him too, but then there's a 2-second drop back to Tim Taylor. We've gained, what, 6 spots early. Yeah, see, like I just can't, I don't know what you guys want me to do. I can't keep your speed in that turn.
Right side.
It's superhuman shit.
Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
Alright, somebody woke up Steve Jobs apparently. But yeah, he's a lap down for sure. So yeah, I'm glad damage is off. Hitting that wall. Oh, geez Louise. Even with traction and stability help on, you can still spin out. Alright, let's see if we can handle this better than we have been. Spoiler alert, we won't be able to. Like, the car doesn't want to turn, man. I don't... I can't. Whatever. Whatever. We just gotta make up for it on the rest of the circuit. And we can. It's just so, it's so annoying. Let's not get frustrated. It's a long race. We know what we're dealing with. Come on, turn the car. I hate that turn, man. I hate that turn as much as I hate the big sweeper. Because you can't see the turn, and there's no marks letting you know when to brake. Never mind. Okay, I'm over it. Well, Mona Lisa Vito, I don't know what Mona Lisa Vito thought she was doing there. Thought I was running a pretty steady line. Maybe I wasn't. I don't know. Well, that's what she gets. She's been winning races left, right, and center. There's just not a lot of spots to gain this race. And there's no reason to race me on that long stretch there. Like, look at this. How do you even know where this turn is? Especially with no cars in front of you.
Keep to the right. Clear.
It's bullshit. That's what it is.
Clear.
No marks, no even like 3, 2, 1 going into the turn, nothing.
The leader pitting now.
Alright, pit stops.
Stay on the left.
We'll go in with DB.
Clear. Car right.
Almost hit him.
Clear.
Man, what a fickle beast this track is.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under.
Let's remember, we're right at the
Second.
we're right at the start here.
We'll give you 1 can of fuel.
Mona Lisa ended up not too far back. I mean, she just pulled in right behind us. She must have recovered pretty quickly.
Wait. Something's wrong.
No, there's nothing wrong. Go.
One of the air wrenches jammed. Go, go, go! Watch that speed now. Keep it on 3,500 in seconds.
Yeah, this is just a Royal Rumble.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Sorry, buddy. I know you can make it up on the track. Okay, merge.
All right, are we all behaving, getting back onto the track here? Let's go.
All right.
Well, Mick, I don't know what you're doing there, Mick.
To the left. Clear.
We'll have pit stops again on lap 31 or so. I'm guessing just lap 30. I was hoping for some wide open spaces after pit stops, but we don't have it. Michael Jackson now has a 2-second lead over Wayne Campbell. I'm looking for Hannibal Lecter. I can't pay attention. I can't look at the standings right now. But they were, Michael Jackson and Hannibal Lecter were sitting pretty early on. I'm guessing Hannibal Lecter had a pit road situation go on and lost some spots.
Clear.
Oh, that turns awesome with fresh tires.
Car left. Clear on the left.
If there's a place the AI loves to wreck, it's through here. So these next couple laps, let's just be careful. That's Andy Warhol and Prince battling it out right now on lap 17.
Left side. Clear on the left. Car left.
Really throwing it in here to get around Randy Marsh, hopefully.
Clear. Car left. Stay on the right. Keep to the right. Keep to the right. Clear on the left. Car left.
Yeah, it seems like how Mona Lisa Vito came.
Left.
How Mona Lisa Vito came into the pits pretty quick. We ended up not hurting her too much, so that was weighing heavily on my mind for a while, but we'll be fine.
Clear on the left.
We're back here behind Tobias Fuke from Arrested Development in the banana stand car. Mick Dundee behind us. Steve Jobs pitted. Steve Jobs pitted before when he had an issue, I would assume, because he has his lap back and he's only 57 seconds behind the leader now. DB Cooper back in 37th. Stay Puffed has crept into the top 10. I'm still not finding Hannibal Lecter. I must just be not. Oh, he's in the lead, idiot. I thought MJ was in the lead. I don't know who I'm mad at yelling right now. I just hate this turn. I hate this turn. Oh, this thing's the worst. This may be flag to flag coverage. Because I'm not gonna. It's gonna be endless battling and racing. There's not gonna be a point where I can kind of say, well, I'm gonna skip a few laps here because nothing's gonna happen. Seems like anything can happen at any moment here. Michael Jackson is tracking down Hannibal Lecter. I think this is Michael Jackson's race to win for sure. Alright, they run a higher line, obviously. And then what? Do they cut down? There's no way, man. Go to hell. Like, I don't know. Now we're going to cut you off there at the pass. Mick Dundee. But I'm having fun. We're having fun. A road course with DB Cooper at the back. It's exactly what the doctor ordered for a lot of the drivers in the top 10. Trying to get back into this race. This Heinz Packet points race. Alright, let's run the high line. Remember we ran the high line and like did a wall ride? Okay. I can't. I would have to. There's just no way. I don't know what to do there. I would have to mess with a setup. I'm just using a default fast setup that came with the track somebody made. I would really have to. I don't know. Don't drive angry, which is what I'm doing right now.
Clear. Car left. Keep to the right. Clear.
I just don't want this. I just don't want the big sweeper turn to ruin our race. Like, just take it wrong and get spun out or something. The first lap on fresh tires, it was fantastic. Oh, yeah. Never mind. I was going to look at the standings here because it was we can wait for the long straight because this turn blows. It'll sneak up on you. Like I said, there's no marks, no nothing. You can't even see it. Guessing Michael Jackson is right on Hannibal Lecter. Homer Simpson. Andy Van Slyke sitting right out of the top 10. That's where he's been the last 2 or 3 times I've really taken a look at the points. As I called at Richmond, I think I called Super Dave a pervert because he was just on the outside looking in, and that's basically 11th place in the standings is basically the pervert seat. Can't get in there. Anyway, 10, what do you say, 20 to go. When I was messing with the track files and I changed it to the Halley Jackson Heinz bridge, I meant to see what was on that plane banner that's flying around. But you never really see it, so there's no point in messing with it. They fell off behind us. About 3 seconds back. I think Fuke and Dundee probably battled for a while, and we just kind of escaped. We missed the halfway mark. So we'll take a look at those bonus points in the results post-race. Yeah, I mean, you can't even, that plane banner there, you can't even read. I don't have time to read it because I'm going into the ass turn. If that's what it's turn 5, who cares? It's the ass turn now. Take the ass turn through the chicane, down through the Halley Jackson straightaway. And then you go into the shit boot. Turn 10. I'm guessing this is turn 10. I have no idea. Hold on to her. Nope, into the wall we go, baby. We grazed it. All right, we got about 5 laps left on this run, and our tires, we're not gonna be able to catch up to these guys. We'll skip a few laps.
San Diego Yacht and Boat Show. Good morning, everybody. I'm hanging out with my friend John. Fox 5 Morning News starts. Look over there.
And it starts right now.
Oh, we got pit stops. Why? You guys shouldn't be pitting yet. All right, we're back in it. I was able to gain some spots because our group ended up hitting Steve Jobs again. But we were following Randy Marsh before commercial, and he's right behind us, so we pretty much lost everything we gained back. But I don't know why these clowns are pitting. They'll be right on the window. Maybe that's their plan. I don't know. I don't think they have a plan. Forrest Gump. No, I was gonna say he's a little bit slow, but I guess not. I don't know.
Stay on the right. Clear.
Are these turds pitting? Andy Warhol's pitting. We'll go in with Andy.
Left side.
Nothing wrong with
Clear on the left.
pitting with Andy Warhol.
55. Keep it under 3,500 in second.
All right. Definitely a hodgepodge of a race here.
Go, go, go! Keep it
No,
under
wait a minute.
55. Keep it under
The last time we
3,500
pitted, he
in
said, "There's
second.
something wrong." Oh man. And
Watch that speed.
we ended up having a
Keep it on
15-2 stop, and then
3,500 in
nothing
second.
went wrong that stop, and it was 15-2. So these guys have their heads up their butt. We're
Okay,
out of
you're
there.
clear of pit lane. Okay, merge when you can.
All right, that's going to be our last final pit stop. And we might have a group of cars pitting a third time. These cars that pitted early and messed up my coming back from commercial. But this is nice. I'm guessing we still have some pitters that are going to come out onto the track. But right now we have nobody behind us breathing on us. Now we just have to worry about this turn. Oh man, I keep on trying to take it differently. Almost lost it there. P35 right now.
The leader's pitting now.
This is all over the place. I don't know who's leading. We'll wait till everything cycles through to see if Michael Jackson or Hannibal Lecter came out with the lead, or somebody else, or if it's somebody else.
Left side. Keep to the right.
Man, Velma's been a big dud this season too.
Keep to the right.
Just hasn't gotten anything done.
Clear.
DB Cooper back in 39th. That's what we want to see. That's what the whole field wants to see. We'd love to gain like 30 points on him or something, but we can't
Clear. Left side.
this race, but a lot of these other cars will.
Stay on the right. Keep to the right.
It's just the way the point system's set up, the top drive, it's just a moving target
Clear on the left.
all of the time. Let's be careful with some cars merging here. Maybe they can take out DB back there. But it's not a big deal. Because he's, what, in 39th or whatever. He would lose 2 points. But it's the principle of the matter.
Left side.
Take him out so he can't gain any more spots. Sorry there, guy. We'll see where we're at spots-wise next time by. Because all those cars on pit road looked like they had passed start-finish on pit road. So we're going to look. And maybe Tim Taylor does have the lead. I don't know. I guess he does. I'm looking for Steve Jobs because if we time it right, we can gain some spots when the field hits Steve Jobs because he slows everybody up. Whatever happened to him in the early going. I tell you what, I was really bummed when Riverside just wasn't panning out. Couldn't get clean races. But this is doable.
We got just 10 more to go.
This is doable the way we have this set up. And it shows that the AI can run clean. We can have a fun race here. Not worth diving on Guy Fieri in this turn. Now, the last however many minutes of my life have been spent battling this steering wheel. We have less than 10 laps remaining. Let's not ruin our race. Let's not go off of the track. Let's not do anything stupid. Definitely taking that much. Yeah, we just turned in our fastest lap of the race. which we have the rest of the track figured out. It's just the matter of the big sweeper turn. And I felt like we took that turn pretty well that time, and it resulted in our fastest lap of the race. Gotta feel good about that. My car's not braking right now, Guy Fieri.
Stay on the right. Clear.
Let's see, yeah, Tim Taylor does have the lead. Wow. Whatever happened, I thought he was just like a turd that was leading a weirdo lap. But he is in the lead. Michael Jackson slipped back to 4th. Stay Puffed hanging out in the top 10 still. We just 7 more times. I'm counting down the number of times we got to take that turn. All right, there we go. Felt like we lost an engine sound or something through there. I thought our engine blew. I think my earbud fell a little bit out of my ear. I thought we blew our engine. I was like, what the hell? No damage. I still haven't been able to understand why we've blown 2 engines this season and not had anything go wrong in other seasons.
Stay on the right. Stay on the right. Clear.
Just let him go.
Right side.
We were
Clear on the right.
making some grand hero move there. Trying to make a pass. Wasn't going to work. Oh, the whole game skipped there. I'm not braking again, Guy Fieri. It's just not letting me brake. Alright, we're just surviving this. We're just getting through the rest of this race, man. Stay on the track. Don't lose spots. And let's go. DB Cooper, 35th. I almost didn't see him on the bottom 10. I was going to be irate. We'll just hold on to her here.
Right side. Clear on the right.
I mean, we can pass Guy Fieri, but we can't. We're not going to be able to hold the position. It's just not worth it, man. He says as he does it.
Keep to the right. Keep to the right. Clear.
We just can't get a big enough boost into this big turn and then be able to hold the
Still
turn.
there. Clear on the left.
Tim Taylor comfortably out in the lead now. I guess those guys behind him started jockeying for position. Maybe we can make a pass. But we unfairly hold him up some to do it.
Just 5 more to go.
Yeah, we wrap up this race, and that's 2/3 of our season done. Thanks for watching, especially if you've watched this whole thing. Not the most exciting shit. But these are the races you gotta do well at all the races to win a championship. Can't take a race off. Tim Taylor 2.2 seconds ahead of Hannibal Eckner now. Boy, and I've been talking a lot about trying to figure out what's going to be historical, what random anomaly we've seen in our first flip the grid, everybody equals season that we may never see again. And how about 15, what was it, 14, with us not included, there were 14 straight races with a different AI winner. And then meanwhile, we got Tim Taylor here, who just won a few races ago. Mona Lisa Vito also won two times in 3 races. So maybe that 14 race AI win streak's gonna be something like an unbeatable record going forward. Good difficulty here, I will say. Maybe that the big sweeping turn being rough is what the difficulty's all about. It's what evens out the difficulty, you know? It's just so frustrating. We got 3 to go. 3 laps to go. Just stay on the track, man. Now we may have a chance to pick up some spots up here. Steve Jobs is right here. He's quote-unquote the leader of this line. And he may hold them up in a really weird spot, and we can maybe gain some positions. DB Cooper in P35 right now. A half a second behind Mona Lisa Vito for the next spot. We just need DB to get not a lot of points. But that means he's going to be near the front at the next race. Starting near the front at the next race, Darlington. And Steve Jobs is going to have the pole there. So he'll be set up for a possible win. But that's a long one. It's the Southern 500. But it's actually the Mountain Thunder. We're doing the Mountain Thunder Southern 500 instead of the Mountain Dew. Andy Warhol's a little bit slow here.
Keep to the right. Keep to the right.
We've stayed on the track this whole race. Give Andy Warhol room to fart, room to breathe. We're good, and then we only got After this, we got one more time through the Halley-Jackson Bridge. Let's survive this turn. Take our time through this thing. Don't spin out. All right, now this I'm really going to talk myself through this final lap.
Black flag. One more lap
You
to
just
go.
kind of crest that and kind of surf it. Get into the brakes a little bit earlier than usual here. Make sure we don't go off the track. Go a little bit slower through here. Control the car. And we're not gaining spots. Let's just get on the brakes right now. Not be stupid. Get real easy onto the throttle here. And take her easy into this turn as well. And then we just gotta get through this turn. Alright, Halley, see you next season. We'll probably come back here for our next season. I mean, this was just a good just like wrestling match in the mud. Alright, turn. We got nobody breathing on us. We can just take this nice and easy. And take our points. Real nice and easy. There we go. I'm guessing nobody else pitted again. And Tim Taylor ended up winning this.
There's the flag. It's over. Bring it on home.
All right, taking a look at these results. Tim Taylor, like I said, got the win. Nobody really made some big moves. It really wasn't expected here. Michael Jackson led the most laps. We had Mr. Rogers, Indiana Jones, and Guy Fieri lead a lap this, or get the bonus points this race. Moving to the second page, always taking a look at Andy Van Slyke. Picking up some spots this race. Good to see. I'm kind of rooting for him. And nothing else sticks out here. Michael Scott, just a middling effort. Keeps the Dunder Mifflin sponsorship still. On the third page, there we are picking up 11 spots from our starting position. Good. I'll take it. For sure. And again, nothing really sticking out here. Moving to the fourth page, these are the drivers that are probably, one of these drivers are going to win at Darlington coming up next. They're going to be all starting top 10. And of course, it'd be Mona Lisa Vito probably winning again. She finished back here. DB Cooper. The points are going to look interesting. Points are going to look very interesting. Randy Marsh, I saw he was hanging out in 11th in the pervert seat in the standings. So we'll see what this looks like for him going into Darlington. And of course, Steve Jobs, this was his big chance. Just to gain some points on DB Cooper, man. And he ended up losing some points. All right, that does it for Riverside. We're out of the road courses. This was fun. We'll definitely do Riverside again in a later season. And as I said, we're heading to Darlington for, I think it's the Mountain Thunder Southern 500 instead of Mountain Dew, one of the knockoff Mountain Dew products. But I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.